Hello everyone, I myself Hina Rattehalli and Miss Maitra Gangai, lecturer in chemistry, Bangurnagar Degree College, Dandeli. In this video, we are going to do the preparation of phthalimide from phthalic anhydride. The apparatus we are using are mortar and pestle, 100 ml conical flask, glass rod, watch glass and sand bath. The required chemicals are phthalic anhydride, which is 4 gram, and urea, which is 2 gram. Phthalic anhydride reacts with urea, undergoes condensation reaction to form phthalimide with the elimination of ammonia and carbon dioxide. From the above reaction, we can say that 1 mole of phthalic anhydride is equivalent to 1 mole of phthalimide. Therefore, 148.1 gram of phthalic anhydride gives 147.13 gram per mole of phthalimide. This nothing but the molecular mass of phthalic anhydride and the molecular mass of phthalimide. So, using this we can find out the amount of phthalimide formed for any amount of the phthalic anhydride. Therefore, in our experiment, we used 4 gram of phthalic anhydride. Therefore, 4 gram of phthalic anhydride is equivalent to x gram of phthalimide. This can be calculated as x equal to 4 into 147.13, that is molecular mass of phthalimide divided by molecular mass of phthalic anhydride, which is 3.97 gram, that is theoretical yield. To start the procedure, we have to weigh exactly 4 gram of phthalic anhydride and 2 gram of urea is mixed thoroughly in a pestle and mortar. Is ready. Now the mixture is ready. Then the mixture is carefully transferred into 100 ml conical flask. Like this, we have to carefully transfer all the content in the conical flask. And we have to add a boiling chip so that our heating should be uniform. Then we have to heat this reaction mixture on a sand bath. As we can see that the reaction is beginning with the frothing of mass. Whenever you see this type of frothing, that means the reaction is started. And when the frothing stops, it means the reaction is completed. Now the mixture is frothed up and this signifies the end of the reaction. The flask is removed from the sand bath and allowed to cool at room temperature. Now add cold water to the spongy solid mass. Now the mixture is ready for filtration. The content was filtered in Buckner funnel with suction. Product is washed with water. The product is dried by pressing it with the filter paper.
Now the compound
After complete drying, we have to take its weight, and that is our experimental yield.
now the compound is kept for drying.
After drying, the weight of the product is noted. After weighing the product, we will get the experimental yield in terms of grams. Next, we have to calculate the yield in terms of percentage. It can be calculated as experimental yield divided by theoretical yield into 100. After weighing, we need to go for melting point of the compound using Thiel's tube. The temperature at which a solid melt is known as the melting point of that substance. The melting point is a physical property of a solid. This helps to identify a substance. Thiel's tube is a glass instrument. This is filled with paraffin oil. Now take a capillary tube. Close at its one end by heating on a flame. And fill small amount of the compound into the capillary tube. Like this, we have to fill the compound in capillary. Tie the capillary tube parallel to the thermometer bulb using a thread. The whole assembly is introduced into a Thiel's tube containing liquid paraffin in such a way that the bulb of the thermometer and capillary tube are parallel to the upper side arm of the Thiel's tube. Heat the lower side arm of the Thiel's tube slowly with a wavy flame using burner. During heating, observe the temperature carefully and also the physical state of the solid. When compound in the capillary tube starts to melt, the temperature slowly rises to a particular point. And the solid suddenly melts completely. This is considered as the melting point of the substance. That is 238 degrees Celsius.
Thank you for watching this video.
Thank you.